Let me wipe up my sweat. So the camera, it don't get, dripping drizzle line that wet, I see some drizzle falling down from sky.
Oh
That not
my
from
man.
high. That raindrop coming from the Almighty King highly high. Yeah, The rain
I
is
watch
coming-
Bunji in the face.
You're freestyling like if you want to take my place. But if you raise a pencil mark, well, you're gonna get the race. Let me hear you.
A big beard on his face. Bang, badang, badang, bang. A bird dress on his head. Bang, badang, badang. All right, let me go.
Let me do fast, put on my fedora. Make it Steve McLean like fauna flora. Everybody checking Garlin in that diaspora. All right, yeah, there you go. Sorry, my bad.
We are with Bunji Garlin. This is the Bunji Garlin and Ian Alvarez. Ian,
Yes, sir.
welcome. We're doing this for B-Mobile. I know you and B-Mobile have a special bond because back then, till front then,
Was friend.
was friend.
But then it end.
But then it end.
But I not no problem. We don't
No problem.
All right.
Because we leave the defenders let them vent, right? And we done with that. But you celebrating a special moment in your career, 20 years in this business. I mean, you went hills, valleys, highway,
Back
all
place,
over.
Avenue and alleys.
Well, I mean, in terms of
Pakistanis and Senegalese. Computer and pen pallies. You don't know.
but Garlin, I mean,
And
in
race
terms
car rallies.
and race car rallies,
Yeah.
right?
And roti shop from my
Alleys, right?
Yeah.
And we do dilly and we do dallies,
All
right?
right.
Irie.
You understand what I'm
So in
Few
ter-
from in the galleys.
from the
Sorry.
galleys, right?
Yeah.
And then, all right, we name friends, so he's Pallies, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So in terms of the 20 years
And make sure when you cross
You-
the border from the US, you don't get locked up by the federales.
by the alleys, right?
Yeah.
All right, I done it. I done it. That's it. You mash me up
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So Garlin, in the 20 years, I mean, you've had a long career.
Yeah.
Your career is still as we slang it and we say up like
Yeah,
seven.
Up like seven.
What are some of your most memorable moments?
Going to places like Sweden, Germany, these kind of far-fetched imagination, we would say,
Yeah.
in the European borders, right?
Yeah.
Because remember, we just considered we considered we third world region,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's like there's always this notion in the heads of some of our elders, even some of the youngsters too, that people from here we don't really travel and go nowhere and thing, which is a real lie.
Yeah.
There are Trinidadians that are doing great things all over the world.
All over.
So it was really something for me to be able to be one of those Trinidadians and see the different things that happened when we went, right?
Yeah.
But even more than that, for me, I think added to that, them memorable moments is really the story of me from where I started, the way I started, and to be able to still, be a part of my own society, my people, deliver to them, see some of the greatest events and things. And some of them pass away now,
Yeah.
from the licensing fete and the fire
Yes,
fete and the
yes.
flower fete.
Yes.
When we go to them Coachella and Glastonbury and thing, right? And we see the flags and the mud and the people out there for days and them kind of thing. It's reminiscent of exactly what we had years ago with those fetes. Wassa fete, this fete, that fete.
Flower mills,
Yeah, the
fireworks,
craziness.
licensing,
People didn't care about how they look. They just care about being in the music and just celebrating the time of their life then. Because that's so much people under all kind of different pressure with work pressure, life pressure, and they just save up the money and come to these events and just let loose, right?
Yeah.
And all those things just go on and we kind of just become conservative and then those memories
more
stay
kind
with
of
me.
socialite.
Yeah. Because we so, I don't know, it's like we so want to be in a certain look. I even hear I can't remember some brethren and they're referring to people I can't remember the slang they was using.
Yeah.
I find it was real, or it was on radio station too.
Yeah.
And I find it was off because the person who was saying it is of the same diaspora that he talking about then, right?
Yeah.
I was like, why you will do something like that then? You
Like you're
understand?
doing it to yourself.
Yeah, don't do that. I mean, and even with all the color schemes and things, we still all together in this Trinidad and Tobago is one people. This is a multicultural society, it's a cosmopolitan society in a heavy concentrated form. And yet still you'll find people of one diaspora partaking in the celebrations and the lifestyle and the culture and the religion of other diaspora. And it's a cool scene, you understand? I think we are one of the only places on the face of the earth where you, on Diwali you see a Muslim outside with a Rasta going with a Christian to discuss. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And everybody just cool, his neighbors and things. And we kind of just want to show these things because a lot of people seem like they're being influenced by mainstream media all around the world. Yeah. So we have the opportunity to show the world something different, and we keep throwing it away because like we want to be like the rest of the world. You understand? So
and we have something unique.
We have something unique. So when you ask me that question of what are some of the most memorable moments, it's these little things that stay with me because anywhere we go around the world, I see things happen and then I just reflect on Trinidad and I'm like, we have it real nice, but we don't even know what we have there. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So in closing, I mean, people look up to you. I just had a conversation as well with Kerwin Dubois, and people really look up to you guys because it's almost like if, me too, you come from the ground straight up the road, but you still maintain that humility, you still maintain that connection with the ground. What advice would you give to folks that really coming up in the industry?
Say, you know, and I would like to include Fete in this conversation here in terms of when we was coming to here, we were talking something very important, right? At the end of the day, all this goes away. This goes away, this, the shirt, vanity, the chain,
vanity,
the camera, the hat, all will fade away. Everything will go, right? And it will go, and the next generation will pick up the same format and the pattern, and it will go again. The constant is in two ways. It's always coming and it's always going, right? So while we in the life now, to have what we have coming to us, we have to take that now and make the most of the opportunity. Not for us, but for who coming after us.
Well said.
Because, you know, let me just say this, and I don't mean it in any disrespectful way. I don't mean it in any way to cause anything, right? But just in the realest way possible, right? If it offend anybody, I apologize, right? Look at the color of my skin, right? I am a black man of the African diaspora, right? It is not a bad thing. I don't shun it. I don't run from it. It doesn't make me not want to connect with my Indian brother or my Syrian sister or so on and so forth, right? What my understanding is, at the end of the day, it's my responsibility to my skin, my people, is not to follow in the curse of my forefathers, where we have this attitude of whatever we riches we hoard and the wealth that we hoard in this time, this is my time now. And we parents suffering. Yeah. All of us go through that, and we parents go through that, and grandparents go through that. So at some point in time, the cycle have to break.
The chain must break, the link must break.
Now have the opportunity to break the cycle. Let us break the cycle. And we just throw away the cycle because we still want to study all the frolic, all the party and everything. And all that money that went to waste, and all that alcohol and beers. And I drink a lime and thing too. But I have to do my own calculations and realize all this that was wasted in my life could have gone towards my daughter's future. No, thank God that I have a wife that get me wise, you know, and more brothers need to get more ladies to get them wise, and ladies need to get more men to get them wise, and the story need to continue on because our story doesn't end with us. Our stories have 4 generations, down 5 generations, down 6 generations, 7 generations. I mean, we are the continuation of Adam and Eve. Yeah. So from us, and next 2,000 years might come again of continuation of the human race. Yeah. What is the legacy that we're going to leave? And that is what I would like to share with all the people who are looking on, the children that are looking on, their children, and so on and so forth. Even when I pass away and gone, that this recording might be able to play and influence their kids in a millennium again from now to do the right thing.
Yeah, well, Garlin, I mean, always profound. We really appreciate it. We know you want to go and just take a little sit down because we got you fresh off the stage, but we appreciate the time and have a great carnival season. Be safe, you and the team. Heart of love, all the while.
End of words is start of love. They make the Red Sea part of love.